Hello, 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 everybody. Sorry, we're slightly late starting, and I'll get the lights on. Right, how are we doing? Bitrate keeps dropping a bit. Not sure what that's about. Yes. So hello. I put sort of some minimalistic monetization on this stream. I'm not sure if anybody's noticed. If anybody has, then please a little bit of feedback. Who do we have? Hello to Ion, hello to Luna, hello to Mies Pardon, the Kerbal Guy, Francesco Taverna, Spitfire Mark 9, 1945, Spartanicus 73, hello Odd Elephant, Maxim Pikolev, Steek, Adam Henderson. You like my ladder? Is that showing in the background? It kind of is, isn't it? Along with the chair with some of my shirts over it. Ah. Yeah, that's the ladder I've been using to get up into the loft to see about yes, doing things with Ethernet cables and doing it for storage. I should move that. That does looks a little out of place. 1 second. Let's move the chair while we're at it. Yeah. Oh, that's a little better. Hello to Lurk RCR. Right. As I said, yes. Any feedback on the little bit of monetization I've done in this video? DCS. The first time I've even clicked on the icon. It's been manic this week. It really has. Well, it's not been manic. It's been ill. It's just yeah. My wife's family got ill and transferred the illness to us. Oh God Almighty! Just bear with me a second. And then yes, my wife got ill, and the little one got ill, and I was holding off for a little while. But then lack of sleep from having to be the only healthy one in a family of 3 people, it suddenly caught up with me, and it hit me yesterday. So yeah, it's been interesting. My apologies that there was no BD Armory video up earlier today. I was fighting to get it finished and get it up, and in the end it just got so late I thought, no, there's other stuff I need to do. Track IR. Oh, I see the thing with you. Yes. Well, nope. I haven't got any of these. We'll collect anonymous usage data to improve the quality of experience when you use our products. No, you won't. Oh, God, have you got to log in? Oh, you don't have to log in. So what do I have? I suppose, seeing as this is my first time, training would be the sensible option. Family first. Yeah, exactly. Just out of interest, for those of you in the know, how often does this thing have a sale? Because, not you, because some of these prices, Jesus Christ. I mean, just looking for an actual aircraft you can get for less than £40. F-15 for DCS. F-15C. F-15C for 13 quid. Okay. Su-27. Okay. Alright. Right down the bottom here, these aren't too bad. I mean, they're a little bad. But then you look at like the 65 quid ones and you're going, oh, it makes the £13 one £13 ones look reasonable. Are you going to try multiplayer? Very often. Sale start in a couple of days. It's just to buy them off of their website. How much cheaper is it off of their website? Add all DLC to cart. No, I won't be. Thank you very much. Right, yes, let's get training. aircraft startup taxi, and this is SU-25 or the TF-51. That's a World War II craft, isn't it? Let's go for the Sukhoi. Let's see how my experience flying a small single prop aircraft with the Air Cadets transfers across to a powerful ground support jet. I haven't set up, literally I was hoping to have so much more done today. I was hoping to get this all ready, load this up, actually take a look at some of the key bindings and whatnot, but no, I have done none of that. Training lessons, my task, nothing. That seems pretty easy. There's a very capable ground attack craft that can destroy almost anything on the battlefield. In this lesson we will learn how to start the SU-25T, taxi to the runway and take off. Key commands, right shift and L. Right.
Welcome to the SU-25T Frogfoot. The Frogfoot, also called the Grach, is a very capable ground attack aircraft.
None of these are mapped. Literally none of these are already mapped. Hang on. Oh God. Axis commands. Okay. Okay, that's good. Cannon, weapon change, weapon fire. Okay.
That can destroy most anything on the battlefield. Before we start blowing things up though, let's first learn how to start up this bird and taxi to the runway. The first thing I'll ask you to do is turn on the electrical power.
Y is inverted, isn't it? General. No, that's... Camera transpose.
By pressing right shift and L.
Right shift and L.
With the electrical power now engaged, you can see that the heads-up display, or HUD, comes to life, as well as many instruments and cockpit lights. Before moving the aircraft, make sure that more than 3 minutes have elapsed in order to let the horizontal situation indicator gyro to align properly.
You went
now that
into
you have
that much
power,
detail?
let's turn on the navigation lights by pressing right, control, and L. Next, let's close the canopy by pressing left, control, and C. Our next step is to start our two engines. Before you do so, make sure your throttle controller has a 0 power setting. Start the left engine by pressing right, Alt, and Home.
Right Alt and Home.
With the left engine started, press right, control, and Home to start the right engine. Off the lower left corner of the TV display is the engine gauge, with needles marked 1 and 2 for the two engines. When an engine is being started, one of the two green lights below the gauge will light. Once the light turns off, it indicates that the engine is ready for operation. In the lower left corner of the dash is an aircraft symbol that indicates the status of your flaps, landing gear, and air brake. Lower your flaps to the takeoff position by pressing left shift and F.
And the lower left corner of the dash, right.
We're now ready to taxi, so slowly increase the throttles by moving your throttle control forward or pressing page up. To reduce throttle, use your throttle controller or press page down. To use the wheel brakes, press W. Start rolling forward and turn to the left at the taxiway ahead. Press Z to steer left and press X to steer right.
Oh, well, the warning in Russian is really helping me here. That's really starting to get on my... Let's turn the noise, the desktop noise down a bit in OBS, shall we? I think that'll help us a lot. Not me, I'm still getting this. Right, shift and home. What does that noise mean? TBCN, hello, hello to you. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Is this doing anything with the... Just checking it hasn't done. So W for the brakes. Oh, Darden, hello to you. I don't know any of these indicate any of these. What's going on with the graphics in this? Right. Assuming that's because I'm mid-flight that I can't do this. Main menu for graphics. We'll take some of that. Come on. Right. Oh, this is going so well. This is going so well already. So well. So well. General. I just... Air brake is B. Brakes, 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 brakes. Nothing for brakes, nothing for ground brakes. Throttle should be bound properly. No, it's the throttle's bound properly. Look, I adjust my throttle. What's going on? What's going on with you? High angle of attack. I should be so lucky. So I started the engines. I pressed the brakes. Said an X to steer apparently. B should be doing the air brakes. I'm not seeing any air brakes going. Your engines are spooled down. Good morning, Legged Lax. Legged Lack. We are having a wonderful time. Abdullah Mohammed. The engines are spooled down. I'm doing what it said to start them up. I did the thing it said to start them up, and it's not starting them up. Right shift. Home. Is that just... That's a configuration thing. That's a control thing. Right, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on just one cotton picking minute. Z-axis. That seems to go all the way down. Right, calibrate. Is this thing not plugged in properly? This thing is plugged in properly. Yes, thank you. My apologies for this, everybody. Press a button on the controller. Next. Then press a button on the controller. Next. Which one's the extra? Which one's it want me to do now? Oh, God. Slider. Oh, this thing. God, this thing desperately needed calibrating, didn't it? And why aren't you letting me press? Oh, that's looking better. That is looking much better now. Okay. Yeah, it's coming all the way down. Okay. Yeah, you can hear the engines. Oh, right, let's just go back to the live chat. My apologies. It's W for brakes. Well, that switches most. Oh God Almighty! The graphics. I don't exist. I don't exist. I'm a ghost. Just ugh. But you, both of you, the pair of you, can just shut up, all right? Is it W? Left Alt Q for nose wheel steering. Left Alt Q. Brakes, the 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 brakes, 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 brakes. Come on, brakes, 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 brakes. Zen. 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 I'm in my happy place. I am in my happy place. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Wheel brakes on. Is there a wheel brakes off button anywhere? Oh, he just needs... Taxiway 8. Am I going the right way? I'm turning... Oh my god, the thing's in Russian. C? What direction is C? Oh! Okay, so that's... Okay, 3, 6. That's east. I am heading east. How do I bring up the messages? Message history. Cleared taxiway to runway. Turn left onto the taxiway ahead. Because it's runway 8, that's going to be heading east, and I am heading east. So that's not what we want. Oh, for God's sake. Right. It's all fine, everything's fine. How are you? Okay, now we're trucking. Binding something to zoom.
Nice job. Now heading in the right direction.
Oh, you
Keep
sarky
your taxi speed
twat.
around 10 kilometers per hour. As you taxi, use small, smooth rudder corrections to keep you aligned on the center of the taxiway.
I can't see how fast I'm going. Ten kilometers per hour? That's probably about right. A little bit of brakes.
Hang a right to reach the runway.
Fine. I think one of these... Ah, there we go.
As we taxi, you can go to external view by pressing F2 and return to the cockpit by pressing F1. You can zoom in and out using the keypad star and /. keys. Rotate the views using the keypad direction keys.
Oh, I am wobbling. IS indicator in the top left of your HUD.
We've now reached the runway threshold. Taxi onto the runway to the right and align yourself down the length of it.
Oh, this game is going to be amazing when I actually get like my monitors set up properly. That's next on the list after the graphics card, by the way, and setting up the Ethernet
Once aligned
cables.
down the runway, increase thrust of both engines to maximum and use gentle inputs on the rudder X and Z to keep you tracking down the center line.
They've got a CRT television, like a CRT monitor thing in this craft. Oh, that's how quaint. Heads up.
And the airspeed is indicated in the top left corner of the HUD, indicates about 250 kilometers per hour. Gently pull back on the controller and allow the aircraft to fly itself off the runway. Don't yank the controller back to force the aircraft into the air. As mentioned before, your airspeed in kilometers per hour is indicated in the top left corner of the HUD. The top right-hand corner of the HUD is your altitude in meters. Between the altitude and speed indications is your heading table. With positive climb established, raise the landing gear by pressing G.
I've done that, haven't I?
In the center of the HUD is the pitch and roll indication, and along the right side of the HUD is your pitch ladder and a vertical velocity indication. Go ahead and raise to flat by pressing left control and F.
Left control and F. Ah. A little bit more on the old. That's okay. Nice. Just a very gentle climb, I think. Like the graphics, I'd like to see what kind of frame rate I'm getting. It looks pretty smooth at the moment. I'm drifting off to the side, drifting off a slight bank there. Again, I'm drifting off with a slight bank. Press left control C. Left control C. Isn't that cannons or something? Cranes aren't the biggest deal in DCS. I think I might have a slight pull to the right. What's the messages history? Left control and F. I've done that, haven't I? Left control.
This concludes this lesson.
Oh, right.
Starting up the SU-25G.
I did not
taxiing,
press
taking
that
off.
properly.
You can end the lesson now by pressing the escape key.
Why does this want to pitch down suddenly? I've taken off the flaps, haven't I? That's why it wants to pitch down suddenly. It wants to pitch down and build up speed. A bit more power in the engines. That should keep us level. There we go. Okay. Control E 3 times in quick succession. It opens the canopy. Oh, you little rascals. Briefing. Yeah, we've done that one. Messages history. And so now we're pressing the escape key. I've just done the fly thing, haven't I? Anyway. So, yeah. Great. Press pause to unpause. Right. I'm assuming this is all on low res of cockpit displays. Yeah, that's got to go up to 512. Because that was just horrific. Anti-aliasing, depth of field, lens effects, motion blur, clouds, blah 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 blah. Textures low. Terrain textures, that's fine. It's textures I want. Okay. Basic flight controls and navigation. Yay! I think we're getting somewhere. It's only taken us 38 minutes. Try going online, I'll help. We'll see how we do this. Cockpit lights are L, air brake is B, rudder, yeah, we got that trim. Right control and period. Right control and semicolon. Left out, left alt, alt and 2. Left alt and 3. Left alt and 4. Oh god, this is a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff. Okay. The trim is going to be helpful. Cockpit lights are L, air brakes are B.
Welcome to this lesson on the basic flying and navigation of the SU-25T. This lesson will teach you how to get from point A to point Z and all points in between. I currently have the lesson in active pause. If you wish, you can turn on cockpit light by pressing L. Your airspeed is indicated at the top left corner of the HUD. The horizontal line below the airspeed indication, with the careful of it, indicates your acceleration or deacceleration. If the carrier is on the left side of the line, you are deaccelerating. If it is in the center, your speed is not changing, and if it is on the right side of the line, you are accelerating. The smaller number above is your set airspeed for that leg of the route when you're in navigation mode. Press the spacebar to continue. Your altitude in meters is indicated in the top right corner of your HUD. An R to the right indicates your radar altitude, or height above ground, and not barometric, height above sea level altitude. The smaller number above is your desired barometric altitude for that leg of the route. Press the spacebar to continue. You'll probably notice a circle in the center of the HUD. This provides you course steering to the next waypoint. By flying the aircraft to align the circle in the center of the bank and pitch indicator in the center of the HUD, you will reach your next destination on the course line. The course line is a direct line between two waypoints. Press the spacebar to continue. In the bottom center of the front dash is a horizontal situation indicator for HSI that looks like a compass. The yellow needle points directly to your next waypoint. In the top left field indicates the range of kilometers to that waypoint. The top right field indicates your course bearing to reach the next waypoint. The double white needles points to your course intercept. When you're on course to the next waypoint, with the yellow and white needles will align. Press the spacebar to continue.
In the bottom center of your front dash. Right, yes. How's that looking? That's looking marginally better. I can read that some of these... Why is... This is supposed to be paused. Why is the clock still going?
Ahead of you are a series of gates to fly through. Fly through the first gate directly ahead of you. You can push the control stick forward to push the nose down and dive, or pull back the stick to raise the nose and climb. These inputs control your elevator. Use the throttle, or page up and page down, to control your thrust. Try to keep your airspeed around 620 kilometers per hour. Press the spacebar when you're ready, and I will unpause the lesson.
620
Note that when you pass through a gate, the next one's sequence will become larger if it's rather far away. If you get too fast, reduce the throttle and toggle your air brakes by pressing B.
Okay, small... Yeah, we're wanting to pitch up a little bit. I've got too much thrust. Oh, easy does it. Easy does it.
The next gate is above you and to the left. To change your heading, use your aircraft's ailerons to roll the aircraft to the left by moving your control stick to the left, and then gently pulling back on the stick until you are
Come on,
aligned
you
with the
son
next
of a...
gate.
Okay, our speed's looking better.
The next two gates are below you and to the right. This time, roll the aircraft to the right and lower your nose to fly through the gates.
This is quite relaxing. I'm quite enjoying this. I know it's not... won't be a hell of a viewing experience, but yeah. After everything we did to get the first mission, that first training mission going, this is fine. I was hoping to go blow up a load of things today, but after that palaver, you know, this is fun. I might just go grab myself a cup of tea and we'll do this all stream. Come on. Let's start turning already.
Fly through the next gate directly ahead. As you get faster, your nose will want to rise, and as you get slower, the nose will want to fall. To keep your nose level, try using the trim. To trim the nose up, press right control period. To trim the nose down, press right control semicolon.
It's wanting to right control. Damn it. Which one was it I missed? I'm not taking any chances. I'll assume it's that one there. Oh, that's not Y inverted. Oh, that's a... There are many things you could be warning me about right now. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for your concern. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Keep flying through the gates ahead. As mentioned in the previous lesson, you can also move your nose side to side using the rudder while yaw. Yaw left by pressing Z, and yaw right by pressing X.
Balls, I missed one. Oh, this was going so well. This was going so well. This is going so very well. How many have I missed? Am I going to fail this sodding mission? I'm going nowhere near fast enough. Which isn't helping, really. I will get through the first one. I don't know if there's a minimum count here that you have to fly through. A little bit of rudder. A little bit of rudder does it. A little bit of rudder. Okay. Suddenly I see why the more arcadey type games like War Thunder are popular. Where's the next one? Oh, you're over there, are you? Whee!
Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Предельный угол атаки. Предельный угол атаки. Предельная перегрузка. Предельный угол атаки.
Okay. Speed is good. A little high. Let's go for this next one then. Gentle movements on the controls, Smith. Gentle movements on the controls. Not like earlier. Not like earlier, just gentle movements on the controls. And up. And there's one way over there. So I should be able... I'd imagine I'd be able to get myself lined up for this one. Oh no, there's one closer. Yep, want to pitch up. This whole thing's wanting to pitch up. Where's that next one I saw? Where's that next one I saw? There you are, you little cheeky monkey. Okay, yeah, let's keep it. Is that the next one? Is it telling me there's one over here now? No, there it is. Use your instrument, Smith, just like you would for normal flying. Apparently there's one over here. Unless I'm reading that wrong. No, there isn't. I was reading that wrong. Where the hell am I? Okay, looks like that is it. Yep. Oh, I'm pitching my nose down quite a lot. Should be going 710. Let's get the let's get that. Why don't you want to fly?
Предельный угол атаки. Предельный угол атаки.
Oh, you can get off my case as well. Yeah, wants to lift the nose up. Okay, oh, bugger. So it looks like that is the next one all the way over there.
Осталось 1500 килограмм.
Yeah, flop it blip blop bleep to you as well. Oh, balls, there it is! Okay, level out. Think ahead. Think ahead, Smith. It's not what you're supposed to be doing right now. It's what you're supposed. Got to think about what you're going to be doing in like 30 seconds time. That's the trick to aviation. Plan ahead. Alternatively that, or have some spatial awareness and hand-eye coordination. I think I'll go for the forward planning. Is it right shift and that for the trim? Oh, I've gone well past, haven't I? Where are you? Where the hell are you? You're done with the mission. Ah. Am I? I didn't get any message or anything. You missed one, so it's not ending. Oh, son of a... Right. Well, yeah, we're gonna quit anyway. Show my victories! None. Don't show my victories then. Oh, it's gonna get to the bombing. The numbers at the middle of the HUD is the distance from the waypoint. Ah.
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to navigate to an airfield and land on it. There are 3 navigation modes that we'll be using: en route, return to base, and landing. These submodes are selected automatically at appropriate points along the assigned flight path, but they can also be cycled manually. In this lesson, we'll use the automatic method. I currently have the lesson paused as I explain some of the finer points. Press the spacebar to continue. What we'll learn in this lesson is how to navigate to a waypoint using en route mode, switch to return mode automatically, and then switch to landing mode automatically. We're currently in en route mode, as indicated in the bottom left corner of the HUD. This mode allows us to fly from waypoint to waypoint in sequence automatically, as we did in the prior navigation lesson. However, in this lesson, we'll try manual selection. Our current waypoint is 0, our starting point, as indicated in the bottom right corner of the HUD with a range of 0. Press left control and tilde to manually select waypoint 1.
Left control and the tilde key.
Good. You will now see that waypoint 1 is selected with a range of 8.6 kilometers. Press left control and tilde again to select waypoint 2. You can see that waypoint 2 is 15.5 kilometers from us. As we learned in the prior lesson, you can see the direct heading of the waypoint is indicated by the yellow arrow on the HSI, and the twin white arrows indicate our path by the course line. Directly above the HSI is the attitude director indicator, or ADI. This is a sphere with one hemisphere white and one hemisphere black. In the center of the ADI is a white aircraft symbol. This aircraft symbol stays stationary in pitch, but will rotate as you maneuver and roll. The ADI ball will move in pitch in relation to the aircraft symbol. When the aircraft symbol center is over black, your nose is below the horizon. If the aircraft symbol center is over white, your nose is pointing above the horizon. Press the space bar to continue.
Right.
In the center of the ADI are two yellow lines that help assist you reach the waypoint via the course line. The course line is a direct line between two waypoints. The vertical line indicates your required ASM steering to reach and maintain the course line. When the yellow vertical line is centered on the ADI, you are flying on or to the course line. If the vertical line is off to either side, put your stick in that direction until the vertical line centers on the ADI and adjust your roll to keep it centered. The yellow horizontal line indicates your elevation course steering. When centered on the ADI, you are flying at or to the set course altitude for that waypoint. If the yellow line is in the lower half of the ADI, push the stick forward until the yellow horizontal line centers on the ADI and adjust pitch to keep it centered. Conversely, if the yellow horizontal line is above the center line of the ADI, pull back on the stick until the line centers. Along the top and left side of the ADI are your heading and elevation deviation scales. The more the lines are from center, the greater you are off the direct path to reach the waypoint. Let's practice this as we fly to waypoint 2. I won't pause the lesson when you press the space bar. You'll first need to intercept the course line between waypoints 1 and 2. Note that the ADI steering bars and the HUD navigation circle provide us the same information. Fly the aircraft to center the ADI steering bars by adjusting the pitch and roll to keep the bars centered on the ADI. Or you can fly to keep the navigation circle on the HUD in the very center of the pitch and bank indicator. The choice is yours. Also remember that the assigned airspeed and altitude for the waypoint are indicated as smaller digits above your current airspeed and altitude. Fly to waypoint 2.
Oh, balls. 9.7. Oh, we need to be going much faster. Deploy those air brakes. Yep. Right down with the throttle. We need to be going much. We need to be losing altitude much quicker than this. 3.5 kilometers. Oh god, we're going to miss it, aren't we? Keep rolling until the thing is lined up in the thing. Where's the yellow? Oh, I've gone way below it. Oh, balls. Oh god, it's the rubbing your stomach and patting your head thing again, isn't it? We're now flying away from it. Need to keep climbing. How's our airspeed? Need a little bit more on the throttle. This is why I would never make a good pilot in real life. It just, there's too many things you need to be doing at once. You know? Need need to be climbing, need a little bit more power. Okay, let's just stick with the... Okay, let's climb, let's get a bit more altitude, a little bit more on the throttle, because we want to climb. And I think the damn thing is behind me. Crosshair in the circle on the HUD is the same as the needle. Right. I hear you, I hear you. Okay, let's just throttle all the way up. $19.20 is our target altitude. Right, now we're going to have to swing back round and grab that waypoint. Ease off on the throttle now. Ease off on the throttle. Yeah, gone a bit past it. It's fine. It's fine. So let's turn around, see if we can pick the waypoint back up. Nose is wanting to pitch down. Keep the nose up. 15.5 kilometres it was. 15.5 sodding kilometres. Oh, I'm losing altitude again. Let's pick the nose right up. Okay, we're coming back round. Should be pretty much on it. I think the problem was I missed it the first time. So now I've kind of got to just use the other instruments to line myself up. Okay. Use the other instruments to line myself up. Let's come back on the throttle. Okay, how are we doing? We're losing a bit of altitude. Losing a bit of altitude. Apart from that, everything is good. Need to come around to the left slightly. Okay. Everything's looking good apart from the altitude. A bit more on the old throttle. That's better. There we go. 1920, overshot it slightly. Bring that down a bit, back off the throttle a little bit. Start to bring ourselves down a bit. Oh. For God's sake. close are we? 5.6. Have I gone past it again? Yeah, I flew. Either that or it gave... Oh no, we're on to waypoint 3. Oh! Success. That's down at 1400 meters. Okay. I did it. I did the thing. I am a genie's ass. Ease off on the throttle there slightly, cowboy. Still coming around. Pull us up a little bit. And just level out as we... So I'm going to keep it in the... keep it in the green circle. Keep the cross in the HUD in the green circle. Where are you going? Where are you going? Are my air brakes still out? My air brakes are still out. Thank you for noticing. I'm not sure. Are you sure I should be following the green circle here? Because that does not seem to be getting me... Okay. Let's do the thing with the yellow lines instead. Oh, this is bloody hopeless, this is. I am not cut out for this. I am really not cut out on this. How's everyone doing? Throwing stuff at the monitor in frustration yet? Because bloody hell, I know I would have. Bloody hell. Right, so that's the direction. That thing in the centre is bloody hopeless. I'm just going to stick to the nav ball in the bottom. Let's go around and try and grab it. I can see the airfield. Oh, let's just sodding land it then. Oh god, we need to drop a lot of. We need to lose a lot of speed and a lot of altitude very quickly. I'm not putting my flaps down at this speed. Oh, sod it. No, I fluffed that completely. Air brakes are in, yeah. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no, it's that one, isn't it? Oh, sod this all. Sod this all for a game of soldiers. Still got no idea how to do this. Right, how will we do it? An hour and a quarter we've been going. I'm going to take one more go at that because that was.
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to navigate to an airfield and land on it. There are 3 navigation modes that we'll be using.
Yes.
Route, return to base, and land. These submodes are selected on.
Once we got a brief break in things, I'm just going to take a moment to rattle the tin.
In this lesson, we'll use the automatic.
If you would like to help support the channel, there are a few options open to you. The super chat is enabled. There are also PayPal and Patreon links if you would like to help support the channel that way. There are various benefits to the Patreon. You get the regular updates from me.
And then switch to landing mode.
You also get access to the patron-only Discord channel, and there's also get your own little patron kerbals for use in my little Kerbal Space Program videos. All money does go towards. Oh, well, at the moment it's going towards the GPU fund.
Our current waypoint is 0, our starting point, as indicated in the bottom right corner with a range of 0. Press left control and tilde to manually select waypoint 1. Good. You will now see that waypoint 1 is selected with a range of 8.6 kilometers. Press left control and tilde again to select waypoint 2. You can see that waypoint 2 is 15.5 kilometers from us. As we learned in the prior lesson, you can see the direct heading of the waypoint is indicated by the yellow arrow on the HSI, and the twin white arrows indicate our path to fly the course line. Directly above the HSI is the attitude director indicator, or ADI. This is a sphere with one hemisphere white and one hemisphere black. In the center of the ADI is a white air crescent. This air crescent stays stationary in pitch, but will rotate as you maneuver and roll. The ADI ball will move in pitch in relation to the air crescent. When the aircraft symbol center is over black, your nose is below the horizon. If the aircraft symbol center is over white, your nose is pointing above the horizon. Press the spacebar to continue.
You can see the direct. You have path to fly the course line.
In the center of the ADI are 2 yellow lines that help assist you reach the waypoint and get the course line. The course line is a direct line between 2 waypoints. vertical line indicates your required azimuth steering to reach and maintain the course line. When the yellow vertical line is centered on the ADI, you are flying on and to the course line. With the vertical lines off to either side, put your stick in that direction until the vertical line centers on the ADI and adjust your roll to keep it centered. The yellow horizontal line indicates your elevation course steering. When centered on the ADI, you are flying at or to the set course altitude for that waypoint. The yellow line is on the lower half of the ADI. Push the stick forward until the yellow horizontal line centers on the ADI and adjust pitch to keep it centered. Conversely, if the yellow horizontal line is above the center,
Yes, I know this.
go
We've
back
done this. Let me press the space bar. Let me press the space bar. Rattle the tin. You know, just like a little charity thing. You just please give money to various causes. I'm going to pour myself a drink. Tesco's lemon and lime, in case you're wondering. Oh God.
First, you need to intercept the course line between waypoints 1 and 2. Note that the ADI steering bars and the HUD navigation circle provide us the same information. To fly the aircraft, we center the ADI steering bars by adjusting the pitch and roll to keep the bars centered on the ADI. Or, you can fly to keep the navigation circle on the HUD in the very center of the pitch and bank indicator. The choice is yours. Also remember that the assigned airspeed and altitude of the waypoint are indicated as smaller digits above your current airspeed and altitude. Fly to waypoint 2.
Oh, I see. This is taking me on to a direct course between the two things. Aha. Gotcha. So this isn't trying to fly me directly at the thing, this is just trying to fly me on the line between the two things. That's why I was getting confused with the thing in the... Ah,
Nice
right.
job. As you may have noticed, the waypoint automatically cycles to waypoint 3. Go ahead and fly to waypoint 3 along the course line. Maintain a speed of around 400 kilometers per hour.
A little more roll, a little less roll, a little more pitch. I mean, surely we're fine. Surely that's... It's 1400. Oh, I see. It's trying to get... Again, it's trying to get me onto the exact line between the two things. Oh, that's a pain in the ass.
Now that you've reached the last en route waypoint, notice the return mode has automatically been selected as indicated as RTN in the lower left corner of the HUD. Your navigation steering will now provide you steering to intercept the instrumented landing system beams at the proper heading and altitude. The airfield return number, in this case Mazda, is displayed in the lower right corner of the HUD as number 17. Fly the assigned return navigation.
Easing
We've
off.
now entered the ILS beams and have automatically switched to the landing mode as indicated by the LNDG indication in the bottom left corner of the HUD. The ILS contains a glide slope beam to help guide you vertically, and a localizer beam helps you to guide horizontally. Below the landing indication is a K indication that lets you know that you'll capture the ILS beams. The upside down L in the lower left side of the HUD indicates that you are on glide slope. If you have not already done so, reduce your airspeed to less than 400 kilometers per hour and lower your landing gear by pressing G. If you need to, deploy your air brakes by pressing B. Lower your landing flaps by pressing left shift F. Press the spacebar to continue.
Okay, flaps down. We have no throttle and I'm still travelling too fast. Come on. Air brakes down, flaps down, no throttle. A little bit more.
Выпустить шасси. Выпустить шасси. Выпустить шасси. Выпустить шасси.
Well, there's no need to be rude. I don't think I'm doing too badly for my first try.
Выпустить шасси. Выпустить шасси. Выпустить шасси.
Pull up a bit, a little bit more throttle,
Выпустить шасси.
a little bit more throttle.
Выпустить шасси. Выпустить шасси. Выпустить шасси. Выпустить шасси.
Okay, nothing to worry about. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Forgetting my basic aviation here. Okay, gently does it. Over the threshold. Power down. Flat, flat, flat. Flat. Don't skid sideways, don't skid sideways, don't skid sideways, don't skid sideways. Buttery smooth. Were my brakes on? No, my brakes are on now. Now they're not. Is there an indicator which tells you if your brakes are on? Yeah, I popped all three of them. Well, there's only one way we're going to get to, only one way we're going to get to the, going to get to the taxi way. Ejecting is a fun way to celebrate. I can't. I've lost all capacity to steer. We're onto the grass. We're just going onto the grass. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Oh, now the steering responds. Okay, we're nearly pointing at the taxiway. We're nearly pointing at the taxiway. Oh God. And we're onto the tarmac, and I've lost all control again. Triple tap Control E.
Mission failure. Press escape to end the lesson.
Well, all's well that ends well. You can walk around with your stick. I don't think I'm going to. Right. Okay, multiplayer. I can't go on multiplayer. Do I have to log in? You need an account. Or am I going to have to log back in again? New pilot, general. Yep, okay. I think I need to practice my landings. Like really badly practice my landings. Not practice my landings really badly, because I've already done that. Oh my God, it's warm in here. I think this game is a little harder on the old, a little harder on the computer than all of the other games I've been playing, because I think my, I think my GPU is kicking off a bit more heat than it normally does. Space Child, hello to you. Spider Potato, I don't think I've said hello to you. Abdulli Mohammed, I think I have said hello to you. Anybody else in the chat I haven't said hello to? No, I think we're all good. Registration. Yeah. Oh, and another one of these fantastic, you know, prove you're not a robot things. If you'll just excuse me for a second. And and never remember that. Okay, good. Save password auto login, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. It's a nice little go on the US one, not the EU. Dark Matter Dynamics PvE PvP server. Change nickname. It's got to be Son of Smith, hasn't it? Region North America. Which one is it? Dark Matter Dynamics. Go to the search bar. Refresh. Oh, 1 second, I've just thought of something. I have just thought of something. I've just thought of something that could be sorry about that, folks. I think I'm unstable. I just downloaded it and played it. That's downloaded it off of Steam and played it. That's where I'm at. As I said, guys, this is the first time I've actually clicked today. On stream is the first time I've even clicked the icon. Most things use the open beta. Fair enough. Anyway. Okay, so I'm guessing the multiplayer at the moment is out for the moment. Let's crack on with the training again. The manufacturers and intellectual property owners of the vehicles, weapons, sensors, and other systems represented in DCS World never endorse the development of DCS World and its modules. At night in a thunderstorm, the airfield does not have Russian
In the past
ILS.
two lessons, we learned the basics of navigation and landing under ideal conditions. In this lesson, we're going to put what you learned to the test by finding an airfield and landing on it at night during a thunderstorm. Sounds fun, huh? Let's turn on the cockpit light by pressing L. We're currently in route mode, but we have no airfield at the final route destination. So let's select return mode by pressing 1. As I mentioned in the last lesson, the airfield identification number is displayed in the lower right corner of the HUD. 21 is the ID code for Beslan Airfield, the smallest runway I could find in the game, just for you. If you want to get return steering to a different airfield, you can press left control and tilde until you select the airfield you want. A complete list of airfield ID numbers is located in the back of the SU-25T flight manual. For now, let's keep it on 21. Press the spacebar to continue.
Oh, for God's sake.
Using what you learned about course steering through the HUD and ADI, fly the assigned return course that will lead you to the ILS intercept for Beslan Airfield. As you start to descend, you'll probably pick up a lot of speed. Don't forget that you can deploy the air brakes by pressing V.
We want to be going about 710. Now down to 350. I cannot see a sodding thing here. Oh, there's some stuff on the ground I can just about make out. I think by the looks of things I'm pretty well lined up. Just got to... right. Bring that speed right down, 5.3 kilometers. Oh Christ, yeah, we've got to bring that right down. Keep with the air brakes, keep with the air brakes. Seriously, a bit of weed would help a lot with this. No, let's keep the pitch up. Okay, flaps and gear. I am not high enough. Like, why does it keep telling me I need to go lower? Air brakes off. Okay, let's pick up the thrust a little bit. No, I need to get... I know.
As you get closer to the airplane, I should also mention that not all airplanes have Russian flags, as we had in the last lesson. Airfields that do include Mazda, Cruise, Micro, Krasnodar Center. Being that Beslan does not have this, you will not have the high wireless indications. However, if you look down at the page to the side, you'll notice a dash across the center and go slightly vertical and horizontal lines. The dash lines are fixed and represent the optimal kaleidoscope and localizer positions for the solid lines. Press the spacebar to continue. If the kaleidoscope ball is below the dash line, you are above the kaleidoscope. If it is above the dash line, you are under the kaleidoscope. If the localizer line is left of center, you need to apply to it. If the localizer is to the right of center, you need to apply to the right. You always fly to the
We are far too high. Far too high, coming in far too fast. Don't want to overshoot it though. Don't want to overshoot it as we try to correct. Okay. There we go.
As you pass over the inner marker, you may have noticed a little bit of crosswind south.
Oh Christ!
Then put a little left rudder by pressing Z, and add a little right hand. Keep the nose tracking downward.
Предельный угол атаки. Переведи
Mission failed. Press escape to end the lesson.
You're a bit exploding. Francesco Taverna, I think I've said hello to you. You're a bit high, you're a bit far, you're a bit exploding. Let's try that again. This,
In the
yeah.
past 2 lessons, we learned the basics of navigation and landing under ideal conditions. In this lesson, we're going to put what you learned at the test by finding an airfield and landing on it at night during a thunderstorm. Sounds fun, huh? Let's turn on the cockpit by pressing L. We're
That
currently in
did not
route
help.
mode. We have no airfield at the final route destination. So let's select return mode by pressing 1. As I mentioned in the last lesson, the airfield identification number is displayed in the lower right corner of the HUD. 21 is the ID code for the Beslan airfield. The smallest runway I can find in the game, just for you. If you want to get return steering to a different airfield, you can press left control and tilde until you select the airfield you want. A complete list of airfield ID numbers is located in the back of the SU-25T flight manual. For now, let's keep it on 21. Press the spacebar to continue. Using what we learned about course steering through the HUD and ADI, fly the assigned return course that will lead you to the ILS intercept for Beslan Airfield. As you start to descend, you'll probably pick up a lot of speed. Don't forget that you can deploy the air brakes by pressing B.
Still heading slightly to the right. Still picking up speed. Let's get those air brakes out. We need to be heading down quite a lot. Off to the left, and a little off to the right, and a little off to the left. Oh, is this just the fact that this is the storm? Why am I suddenly dropping quite as fast as I did? Ah, what the hell is going on here? This thing is... yeah. Why am I dropping altitude quicker than I want to? I think the thing's saying point your nose down. I don't want to point my nose down because I'm already too high. Sorry, too low. Okay, let's come around. Let's get the flaps out. Air brakes won't be helping that, of course. There it is.
As we get closer to the airfield, I should also mention that not all airfields are Russian airlines, as we had in the last lesson. Airfields that do include Mazda, Hertz, Nikon, and Krasnodar Century. Meaning that those one does not have this, you will not have that hard ILS indications. However, if you look under HSI, you'll notice a dashed cross in the center with solid vertical and horizontal lines. The dash lines are fixed and represent the optimal glide slope and localizer positions of the solid lines. Press the space bar to continue. If the glide slope bar is below the dash line, you are above glide slope. If it is above the dash line, you are under glide slope. If the localizer line is left of center, you need to fly to the left. If the localizer is to the right of center, you need to fly to the right. You always fly to the right.
God, how bad is the wind here?
As you pass over the inner market, you need to notice a little bit of crosswind from south to counterwards. Then put a little left rudder by pressing Z, and a little right arm. Keep your nose back in line.
Oh, breaking chute.
Take your rudder down, but the ground crews might not be happy with the work you just made for them. You can end the lesson now by pressing the escape key.
Oh. I forgot to put the gear down. For sake. Oh, for the love of... Why? Why? It's an ordinary landing for me. That's a Kerbal landing. That's a Kerbal landing and I should be damn proud of it. That's probably what I was saying to you in Russian. Just, what are you doing, you British piece of crap? Oh, I'm going to have to open a window. I do not think my computer is too happy. This KSP won't be alive. I do like that they had a little sarcastic message in the game. Ah. I want to go up comes down. Apparently not, that doesn't include the landing gear. Any landing you walk away from, although in that case it better be you better walk away from it pretty damn quickly.
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to deliver unguided bombs in the continuously computed impact point mode, or CCIP. Unguided bombs of the SU-25T include the Fab 100, Fab 250, Fab 500, RBK cluster bombs, and Beta penetration bombs. In this case, I have 2 racks of Fab 100s and a couple of larger Fab 500s. Each of the Fab bombs has a high explosive warhead, and the number in the name indicates the bomb's weight in kilograms. I currently have the lesson in active pause. The first thing I need you to do is select air to ground mode by pressing 7. Do this now. Note that the HUD has changed to remove most of the navigation information and replaced with bombing symbology. I'll talk more about this soon. You can switch your weapons by pressing D. Try this now.
Now, one of these buttons.
When you cycle a weapon, take a look at the weapon status panel in the bottom center of the front dash. It's a black panel with the shape of a wing along the top. There are 2 rows of lights below. The top row of yellow lights indicates the weapon stations that have weapons attached to them. And the lower row of green lights indicates weapon stations that are loaded with the currently selected weapon type. In the top right corner of the panel, the B symbol is displayed. This indicates that the selected weapon type is a bomb. You can also see the symbol in the lower right corner of the HUD. By pressing left control and spacebar, you can set the ripple quantity, meaning how many bombs are released when you press and hold the weapon release button or trigger. Try this now.
So I'm assuming that's the 4. Left control on the spacebar. I can change the ripple number.
As you cycle ripple quantity, take a look at the weapon control panel in the lower left portion of the front dash. On the panel are 2 knobs. The right knob has positions for X1, X2, X4, and DCS. The position of the knob determines how many bombs will be released, as singles, in pairs, 4 at a time, or all at once. You can set the release interval by pressing V. This determines the time between each bomb release. Longer interval has resulted in greater spacing between bomb impacts. You can view the setting by looking at the position of the left knob on the weapon control panel. The knob has positions for point 1, point 2, point 3, and point 4 seconds. The last position indicates salvo mode, in which all weapons are released simultaneously. Give this a try. Press B to cycle the release interval. Those are the basics of configuring your settings for bomb release. But let's learn how to put those bombs on target in CCIP mode. Using what you learned in the navigation lessons, fly through all the gates ahead. Press the spacebar to unpause the lesson. If you are not already, press 7 to enter air-to-ground mode.
Yeah. Did I just miss the first? Did I just miss the first gate? Yeah, I think I just missed the first gate. Why won't you let me?
Предельный угол атаки. Предельная перегрузка. Предельный угол атаки. Предельная перегрузка.
It's not going to let me do it because I haven't passed through all the gates, is it? Back we go. Speed, let's try to find a straight line at the same altitude. Need to be faster. Yeah, I know. Need to be down a bit as well. Let's bring ourselves right around then. Ease off on the old throttle. I just fly backwards through them. That's one way I could do it. One just went flying past me. I'm guessing that's not the one I missed. No, I think one of the ones I missed is this one here.
Осталось 1500 килограмм. Предельный угол атаки.
Ah, I can't even get it when we do it like that. Okay, I think that's the one we're after. Need to pick up some altitude. God, all those hours in Microsoft Flight Simulator and I've forgotten so many aviation basics. It's... oh, God. Yeah. Keep climbing, keep climbing, keep climbing. not that fussed about setting myself up on the line. I'm fussed about picking up a little bit of altitude. Was that the first one? I got the first one, I think. No, I missed the first one. Oh, bollocks to it. Yeah, I'm not saying to go slow, I'm saying find the right speed. Yeah.
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to deliver unguided bombs in the Continuously Computed Impact Point mode, or CCIP. Unguided bombs of the SU-25T include the FAB 100, FAB 250, FAB 500, RBK cluster bombs, and Beta penetration bombs. In this case, I have 2 racks of FAB 100s and a couple of larger FAB 500s. Each of the FAB bombs has a high explosive warhead, and the number in the name indicates the bomb's weight in kilograms. I currently have the lesson in active pause. The first thing I need you to do is select air and ground mode and press the setting. It is an interface checking between areas that are based on common symbology. We'll talk more about this soon. You can switch your weapons by pressing B. Try this now. When you cycle a weapon, take a look at the weapon status panel in the bottom center of the front edge. It's a black panel with the shape of a wing along the top. There are 2 rows of lights below. The top row of yellow lights indicates the weapon stations that have weapons attached to them. And the lower row of green lights indicates weapon stations that are loaded with the currently selected weapon type. In the top right corner of the panel, a B symbol is displayed. This indicates that the selected weapon type is a bomb. You can also see the symbol in the lower right corner of the HUD. By pressing left control and spacebar, you can set the grip of quantity, meaning how many bombs are used when you press and hold the weapon release button with the trigger. Try this now. As you cycle ripple quantity, take a look at the weapon control panel in the lower left portion of the front dash. On the panel are 2 knobs. The right knob has positions for X1, X2, X4, and BCD. The position of the knob determines how many bombs will be released, as singles, pairs, 4 at a time, or all at once. You can set the release interval by pressing B. This determines the time between each bomb release. Longer intervals result in greater spacing between bomb impacts. You can view the setting by looking at the position of the left knob on the weapon control panel. The knob has positions for 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4 seconds. The last position indicates salvo mode, in which all weapons are released simultaneously. Give this a try.
It's great when I get to when you start streaming. It was a good time when you start streaming. Well, thank you very much, Old and Imperialist. I don't think I've said hello to you. Hello, Old and Imperialist.
Well, let's learn how to put those bombs on target in CCIP mode. Using what you learned in the navigation lessons, fly through all the gates ahead. Press the space bar to unpause the lesson. If you are not already, press 7 to enter air-to-ground mode.
To drop a bit, not too much though. Still want to actually get through them. A little bit of height is not a bad thing.
On the HUD, you can see a pipper with a dot in the center. This is your bombing reticle, and you use it to aim your bombs. When you're within valid bomb release parameters, indicated by the launch authorization key on the HUD, the bombs will impact where the bombing reticle pipper is at time of weapon release. Along the left side of the HUD is the range scale bar and caret that indicates the bomb fall range.
Beep. Careful, steady.
At the bottom left corner of the HUD, IP ground is indicated, meaning visual bombing is selected. The B in the bottom right corner of the HUD indicates you have bombs selected.
Right, there we go. Okay, steady.
Ahead and below your nose is a set of trucks marked with red smoke. This will be your aim point. When you fly to the next gate, quickly begin a dive onto the target.
Quickly begin to dive onto the target. Okay.
Dive now to an angle of 50 to 60 degrees as indicated on the HUD pixel. Maneuver the aircraft and place the bombing reticle pipper over the targets marked with the red smoke. When the line is drawn from the top of the bombing reticule, and the LA appears from the bottom of the HUD, release your bombs by pressing the spacebar. Control your airspeed by reducing the throttle and pressing the keys to control your airplane's speed.
Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Предельный угол атаки.
Nice job.
Предельный
Hit the target.
угол атаки.
I've added some additional
Предельный
targets
угол
marked with
атаки.
green smoke to practice on. You can continue to practice, or you can end the lesson now by pressing the escape key.
Damage, 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 destroyed. Ah. Okay, well I destroyed something. Apparently. Do I have any weapons left? No, that's not it, is it? It's... Was it this one? No, I think I dropped them all. Oh, that's my weapon adjustment. Yay! So that's the cannon. Oh look, it's got a dinky cannon on the bottom. And you get the simulates the way it actually adjusts the just the pitch of the aircraft, the forces on it. I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. I think I've got rid of all my bombs anyway. Actually, we can just go confirm. No! Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have. I have rid myself of all my bombs. That's quite a cool shot, though. I think I'm dropping quite a lot of altitude. Yeah, I'm dropping an awful lot of altitude. Let's power up and pick up some altitude. I don't think we're going to do a strafing run. I think that's probably going to be a bit much. I can't even remember where those something green smoke things are.
Осталось 1500 килограмм.
Yes, that as well. Where is that number? Oh, for the guns. And that's me out of ammunition. Yes. So I have got rid of all my ammunition. Let's quit this lesson. Okay. CCRP mode. Oh god, that's a lot of stuff. Guys, as we know, it always goes up to 11. Oh, God. I don't... What campaigns come with this thing? Georgian Oil War. To restore a legitimate government to Georgia. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. We'll go for this, and then we'll knock it on the head because I am feeling tired. I am absolutely shattered. Ah, I have been ill the last couple of days, and it is not.
DCS is built to kill ground targets. It does have a minimum capability to attack other aircraft. In addition, it'll attack air targets with low crossing velocities with Predictor, in the same manner discussed earlier regarding ground units. The SU-25T can also be loaded with short-range R-60M and R-73 air-to-air missiles. I have the lesson pause as we discuss these missiles. Go ahead and press 6 to enter air-to-air mode. In the bottom left corner of the HUD, we now have an LNG key indication, but short for longitudinal missile unit, meaning they will need to fly the aircraft to align the target with the fixed infrared missile seeker. In the center of the HUD, we have a seeker indicator. In the bottom right corner of the HUD, we have the 60M indication. That means the active air-to-air missile is R-60M. Press the spacebar to continue.
Right, you know, an LNGT, bottom left-hand corner. That, yes, but in Russian. In Cyrillic.
The R-60M is a short-range, infrared-guided air-to-air missile with the best possible range of 8 kilometers. The R-60M has a small 3-kilogram spanning power warhead, and the seeker has a limited all-aspect tracking capability. Given a small warhead, a single R-60M hit would not be guaranteed to destroy the aircraft. As such, you may need to fire 2 to increase the damage, and better assure a hit when faced with rare countermeasures. Press D to select the R-73. The R-73 Archer is now selected, as indicated by the 73 in the lower right corner of the HUD. The R-73 is a very capable missile with an excellent all-aspect infrared seeker, great maneuverability, and a large warhead. The R-73 has a maximum range of 30 kilometers in optimal conditions. The range limitation is most often based on the seeker's ability.
Is it just me, or is he getting quieter and quieter?
I placed a target helicopter 6 kilometers ahead of you. Fly the aircraft to place the aiming cross in the center of the HUD over the target. When you hear a high-pitched tone, it indicates that the missile seeker has locked onto the target. When you have a lock tone, press and hold the spacebar to launch the missile.
Well, that wasn't very good, was it? Or were they not the guys I was supposed to be targeting? Was it supposed to be these? Oh no, that one was only 3 kilometers ahead of me. Oops! Gonna hear about that when I get back to base. Where have they gone? Right, well, let's come around, see if we can reacquire. Oh, because of course we're the Ruskies. There you are, you son of a bitch. We're down to the 60s. Come on. Where are you? Get your lock. Get your lock. Oh god, these are the crap ones, aren't they? .6 nautical... Oh, you've got to be able to lock on now, haven't you? Waypoint 1. Let's see. I don't know how much weaponry I've got left. Let's go and find waypoint 1 then. The graphics on this are stunning. I'd love to get my new GPU and actually just crank the volume. Once June comes around, and I hopefully will get more time to stream. More on that later. More on that as we get closer to the date in question. So the actual waypoint itself is over there. Damn it. I'm not actually seeing anything. We're heading away from it. We've gone too far past it. Okay. Let's pull ourselves around. Oh no, it's switched. .8, 4.9. No, we have gone past it. So we need to drop down and turn around. You have nothing left except gum. Really? Huh. There you are, you little son of a... Is my gun working? No, I don't have a gun.
Переведи в набор.
Oh, it's target 1. That's the crashed.
Переведи в набор.
Okay. Yeah. I can see the appeal of this. Genuinely can see the appeal of this, but my god, you can tell already the amount of hours you would have to put into this to actually get good. I looked at War Thunder and thought, oh, I'm going to have to put a lot of hours into this if I want to get good, but this, yeah. I suppose that's kind of how you can sort of justify some of the module costs. Oh. There we go. Oh, and there's the there's our little.
Осталось 1500 килограмм.
Can I get anywhere near to this thing? Come on. Oh, that wasn't too far away. Oh, balls. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there. I've enjoyed that. I really have enjoyed that. That it's an interesting game. As I was saying, I can see almost how not from an ethical business perspective, but I can see from a user perspective how you can sort of justify some of those costs, because you would have to pick an aircraft and then get good at it. Because there's going to be so much you don't know about that aircraft. You're going to have to spend hours upon hours on each aircraft. So I suppose the cost per hour isn't going to be that huge. But still, they are ridiculous. Right, so yeah, one of the pieces of advice here seems to be re-download it from the actual website. I will take a look at that and go on the open thingy, open beta, rather than this one. But yeah. It's one of the, there's so many games I wish I had the time to put into it, but at the moment I just don't. As I said, when June rolls around, hopefully, because of a few developments, I will have some more time to actually put into some games, which I'm hopefully going to sort of split. Under premiums are 60 USD. That's better than they are on the Steam website. Actually, no, they're 45. No. Anyway, yes. So I'll get more time for the channel, which I'm hoping to split between doing a midweek stream and spending a bit more time actually playing on some of these games to get my skill level up. Bravo, Juliet 69. Oh god, I'm 5 years old. Right, I'm going to log off then, everybody. Thank you very much for coming along. I think it's been an enjoyable first play stream. My apologies, there wasn't a video today. That'll be along next weekend. My apologies, there's been no City Skylines during the week. That also fell casualty to, well, the casualties in the household. But yes. I'll try to finish off City Skylines this week if I can, time permitting. Next weekend we've got another first place stream, and then the weekend after that will be... Oh Christ, we'll be back to another games night. Be the first games night in April. God, everything is going so quickly. Anyway, yes. Until then, yeah. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.